Welcome to Science Zone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about Newton's third law of motion. So let's get right into the topic. So what is Newton's third law of motion? What are its applications? In the video about the second law of motion, we saw that the second law relates the external force on a body to its acceleration. But where do the external force originate? According to Newtonian mechanics, the external force on a body always arises due to some other body. Consider a pair of bodies A and B. If B give rise to an external force on A, then does A in turn give rise to an external force on B? Consider a coiled spring. If the spring is compressed by the force of your hand, you can feel the force exerted by the compressed spring on your hand. But what if the bodies are not in contact? The earth pulls a stone downwards due to gravity. Does the stone exert a force on the earth? The answer according to Newton is yes. The stone does exert an equal and opposite force on the earth. We do not notice it since the earth is very massive and the effect of a small force on its motion is negligible. So according to Newtonian mechanics, force is the mutual interaction between two bodies. They always occur in pairs and the mutual forces between two bodies are always equal and opposite. So Newton's third law of motion is stated as, to every action there is always an equal and opposite reaction. With the popularity of third law of motion comes many misconceptions about it. People think that action and reaction are two different physical concepts. The term action and reaction in the third law means nothing other than force. The third law can also be stated as forces always occur in pairs. Force on a body A by B is equal and opposite to the force on the body B by A. Another misconception about the third law is that people think that action comes before reaction. That is, action is the cause and the reaction is the effect. But actually, there is no cause-effect relationship implied in the third law. The force on A by B and the force on B by A act at the same instant. Therefore, any one of them can be called as action and the other reaction. Another misconception about the third law is, if the action and reaction forces are equal and opposite, will they cancel each other? Actually, this will not happen since action and reaction forces are on different bodies, not on the same body. Now let's look at some daily life examples of Newton's third law of motion. From a conceptual standpoint, Newton's third law is seen when a person walks. That is, the person pushes against the floor and the floor pushes against the person. Similarly, the tires of a car push against the road while the road pushes back on the tires. In swimming, a person interacts with the water, pushing the water backward, while the water simultaneously pushes the person forward. Both the person and the water push each other. Also, in the case of a rocket, the exhaust produced by the rocket pushes the rocket in the upward direction. Newton used the third law to derive the law of conservation of momentum. From a deeper perspective, however, conservation of momentum is the more fundamental idea. Okay guys, so if you find this video informative, please click the like button, comment, share and subscribe. I will see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching.